Hey little hoes, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristen, and that cat that just jumped off the edge is Freddy. So, gonna be a kind of a quick little video. Maybe I'll get chatty, maybe I'll start talking more, who knows. But it's gonna be a little mini haul video. So some of you will know, I did a video a couple days ago. Was it a day ago? 2 days ago? I don't know. Did a video a couple days ago on a plant shopping trip to the plant farm, which is a local business that sells some really cool plants. Well, I'm gonna blame all of you guys entirely for this, but I was going to their website to get the link to add it to the YouTube video, and I noticed they had a whole bunch of more plants, and they have plugs available too, some pretty unique stuff. And I maybe ordered a couple. So I ordered 2 babies, and they have a very cool thing. If you regularly, you can order off their website, you could order off their Etsy account. If you live in town, Spokane Valley is where they're located. You can also have the option of purchasing it online and picking it up in store, which is what I opted for to save, I don't know, almost $5 in shipping. Not bad, but I almost got a Calathea orbifolia as well, but I don't know, I'm kind of tired of babying Calathea. Some I have do really amazing, some are a little bit more temperamental and need a lot more humidity. So I'm still on the fence. If I happen to see one there eventually, I might pick it up, but I decided not to order it. So I got this little baby, a Hoya retusa plug. Try not to, oops, I dropped the baby. So it's a little dry, but it looks all right. Look at my little baby. Let's see if you guys can see that. This is my little Hoya retusa plug, and I like Hoya. I'm trying to do better with them because they are mealy bug magnets in my home. So I do have a box full of different sprays and such. So just in case that happens again, I will be ready. I just love this. This is so cool. The foliage on it. Let's see if I can. Man. Look at the sort of like heart-shaped ends to them, the rounded bits there. Super cool. I have been wanting one of these for a while. Again, oh, it has a little broken branch. Oh, buddy. Wonder if that's too dry to do anything. Yeah, it's probably too dry to do anything. Hold on, let me just stick this in another plant. Maybe one day there'll be a surprise little Hoya that pops up there. It's kind of expensive on various places online. I imagine they sell bigger plants, but still, I generally like to start small, see it grow. Plus, I'm not a wealthy person, so it's better if it's small and inexpensive. This guy, I believe, was $12.99. Let me see. Meh! It didn't put the price on the little sheet. So I believe this was like $12 or something. Yeah, I'm super happy with this. I will probably repot it. I have a few little mini terracotta pots, so should do fine in that. And this guy, which it doesn't look like much now, but this is Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and they marketed it as a philodendron minima, which I've never heard it necessarily as that, but there's a lot of synonyms for it, and I have a feeling they did that so there wouldn't be a ginormous rush that they couldn't keep up with, because everyone seems to be looking for Rhaphidophora. So, as with many plants, many aeroids, They have these more simple leaves as they're young, and we'll get the, what is it called? Fenestrations? I don't know. I kind of hate that word. It sounds like menstruation. And as soon as I say that word, it just reminds me of the Key and Peele sketch, Menstruation Orientation, which you should look it up. It's hilarious. But as it gets older, it will eventually get the splits on it, unless they just sold me like a green pothos and they're just like, oh, it's a Raphidiflora. But yeah, I also got this as a plug. Some really nice roots there. It was $10, I believe, so pretty good deal, especially as I'm sure many of you plant people will know, they're selling for an extraordinary amount online. So yeah, that was my mini haul. I went to the store in person and I managed not to buy anything more, even though they had a crap ton of really rare, cool plants out. They had some alocasias, Alocasia cuprea and silver dragon. They had Anthurium clarinivium. What else did they have? They had a really cool philodendron there too. Started with a G, I'm forgetting it. But some amazing things. I was sorely tempted, but the alocasias and Anthurium were about 130 bucks. There was something else there that was like almost 200 bucks. Excuse me. Yeah, so they've started selling some really rare things, and I noticed it on their online site and their Etsy sites. So I'm thinking they're dabbling into some of the more rare and exotic things, which I'm excited about. The prices are not worth it to me, and you know, if it's worth it to you, then absolutely get it, but it's too expensive for me. Plus, I think it would take a little bit of the joy out of owning the plant, as I'd be so tremendously worried about killing it that Freddie's taking a shit right now. So if you're wondering what that noise is, she decided she needed to poop right as Mom's making this video. We're just gonna wait for her. But, you know, that's the thing is, if a plant's worth it to you, absolutely get it. No shame. If it's an expensive plant, you know, treat yourself. Sometimes you need one of those expensive plants. But for me, it's not really worth it. Plus, I've been in the nursery industry for a few years. I don't know, 8 or 9 years now. And the one thing to keep in mind is just because a plant is popular now and super expensive and rare doesn't mean in a year or 2 years or 3 years it's gonna be just as rare and costly. I've seen many plants, they're brand new or newer to the market, and they can be quite expensive. Patents can be expensive, you know. Not many people are selling them wholesale, so it's more independent nurseries and growers propagating them, so it's much smaller quantities. But as things become more and more in demand, more of the larger propagation facilities will start to propagate them and sell them, and hopefully eventually it'll become cheaper for you. So I've seen it happen so much that I don't doubt that eventually I will find some of these guys, and believe me, they're pretty much all on my wish list. I will eventually find them at a cheaper price, which is going to be incredibly helpful to me, and less intimidating, I think, on some things. And again, I have paid a fair amount of money for certain plants. No shame in that, but 130, 200 bucks is kind of out of my price range for what it was. Unfortunately, there are some nurseries out there that see the popularity of some of these rare beauties, and you know, they kind of jack the price up on some of them. You see it online. There's plants that are offered for, you know, double or triple the price of some other places. So definitely shop around. Know how much you're willing to spend on something before you go into it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you did, and comment below. I'd love to hear. Have you guys bought any cool plants recently yourself? Any kind of spur-of-the-moment purchases like my little babies today? Any splurges recently as well? I did recently splurge on a philodendron burl marks, which I've already shot the unboxing video, so hopefully this weekend I can get it edited and uploaded. So yeah, hope you guys have a great night. Bye!